All right. Hello, Move Easy Movers. Welcome to Move Easy Yoga with Kathy. Today's recording is today is May 14th, already mid-May already, 2024, or whenever you're watching this video. For today, we're going to be working on our back and our core, along with the usual stuff that we do. For props, you're going to want a block and whatever you put under your head when you do head ramping, sometimes a sponge ball, sometimes a set of therapy balls. And we're going to start in our normal manner with legs on a chair, supine static rest, legs on a chair, couch, table, box, whatever works for you. A quick review here. You want to make sure that your lower legs are parallel to the floor. If you have short legs like I do, that means you got to find a low chair or a low box. Your hips are a few inches away from the base of the support that you're using. Hips are at neutral, so you have the natural curve to your back. You have support under your head at the height that feels comfortable for you. Your arms are wherever they feel most comfortable. You want to breathe normally. We're putting our lower back in traction and just try to just be. Try not to think of anything. I know it's hard. I'm always thinking of, okay, what's the next thing I do? But try to just be in the moment and just be, bring yourself, your awareness into your space. We're going to be here for 7 minutes. Okay, time's up. Now, if you want to, you can roll your tongue under the roof of your mouth to tighten your chin. We're going to rotate our head from right to left slowly 6 times. Cervical rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now the next thing we're doing is vagus nerve reset, and we're all familiar with this. What we're trying to do is relax our nervous system at this point, and that's what this activity does. So the vagus nerve runs from the top of our head, from our brain, down both sides of our skull and the rest of our body. So we're trying to activate it. By resetting it, it's like resetting a computer. We're resetting our nervous system. So your head is stationary and facing forward. The only thing you're going to move are your eyes. So you start by moving your eyes to the right. Excuse me, I have to think about it and I yawn. When you move your eyes to the right, you wait for a reaction, a sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn, some kind of reaction. We're trying to activate it with our optic nerve. And whatever reaction you have, just let it be. Don't rush it. Just let it happen. And then once you've done that, bring your eyes back to center. And again, without moving your head, just your eyes move to the left and wait for that reaction, a sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn. For me, it's a little harder on the left for some reason. And once you've had that reaction, go ahead and do this 2 times on each side at your own pace. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. Okay, finish up. The next thing we're doing is head ramping. Now you can leave whatever you have support under your head. You can put a sponge ball under your head or a set of therapy balls. It's up to you. What we're going to do here is we're going to work on reversing Tech's neck. If you're like me, you're always looking down at your devices or whatever you're doing, and your head is tilted forward, and that's actually an unnatural position. So we want to stretch or press the occipital ridge. It's the back part of our neck between our ears, runs along the scalp line, away from the rest of our body. And having something behind your neck might or might not help you with that. It depends on how you feel. So what we're going to do is we're going to press that part away. You can do this sitting up. You can do it lying down, but since we're lying down, we're pressing it towards the floor. So we're going to press it, hold it, and then release about 4 or 5 times. So press, hold, your chin comes along, but it's the back of your neck doing the movement, and release, and press, hold, and release. You may find, excuse me, that you get the same reaction that you do when we're doing the vagus nerve reset. We're still working on our vagus nerve here. So you may still get that sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn. It tends to make me want to yawn. Okay, 3 more times. Press, hold, and release. Ah. Press, hold, and release. And one last time. Press, hold, and release. My neck always feels better when I do that. Okay. Now, for our breathing exercise today, we're going to do extended exhale breathing. And it's a very simple exercise. So you take a normal inhale, like you normally would through your nose, but you count it. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when you exhale, you can exhale through your nose and or your mouth. You want to try to make that exhale twice as long as your inhale. So when you exhale, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just as an example. Now, if you find that you can't make your exhale twice as long as your inhale, you can try shortening your inhale. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to do this a couple times together, and then I'll give you time to do it at your own pace because everybody is different. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try it again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So again, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. Everybody's inhale and exhale is different. So go ahead and do a couple yourself at your own pace. How'd you do? Good job. Okay, the next thing we're doing is the vacuum. Now, if you choose, you can leave your legs up on a chair or take any shape that you find most comfortable. I personally like to move my chair and then extend my legs, but that's a personal preference. So some people I've noticed when we do this like to have their legs bent. Some people like to have them extended. Some of my students even keep them up on the chair. So it's whatever works for you. We're going to work on our pelvic floor, trying to tighten that baby up. Uh, if you have, if you've had children or you're getting older, the pelvic floor tends to loosen and it can cause urinary incontinence, little leaks here and there, big leaks here and there. I find that I don't have as much trouble with that when I do this on a daily basis. So what we're going to do is take an inhale through our nose, a normal inhale, and then exhale everything out of your lungs, empty your lungs. At the same time, you want to create a vacuum in your pelvic area. You do that by flattening your back, pressing your belly button down towards the floor so your lower back comes down towards the floor and creating a vacuum in this area. We're going to hold that for the count of 10 and then release. So here we go. Inhale. Now exhale everything out of your lungs, empty your lungs, hold it out, create your vacuum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Good job. We're going to do this 2 more times. Give yourself a minute to get your breath back to normal. Okay, take a normal inhale. And then exhale everything out of your lungs. Empty your lungs. Keep your breath out. Create your vacuum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. I find on days that I do this, I don't have as many issues. So I need to do it more. All right, one last time. Take a normal inhale. Exhale everything out of your lungs. Hold it out. Create that vacuum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Okay. All righty. So come on up to sitting. Take your time. We're going to do our regular stretches that we do to warm up. So we're going to start with the side bend. This is a 40-second stretch. Let me get my timer going. Okay, so slide your hand along the mat. The other arm comes up and over. I like to pretend that I'm against a wall and my arm, my upper arm and my lower arm are both resting against that wall. Just lean over as far as you can, keeping both sitting bones on the mat. Now take your upper arm and lower it till it's parallel to the floor. Feel a different stretch down your side and the side of your back. And arm up, torso up. All right. Other side. Arm along the mat. Other arm comes up and over. Both sits bones on the floor. We're just stretching our side. Now take that upper arm and lower it till it's parallel. Reach for that side wall. Oh, yes, reach, reach, reach. This always feels so good. Here we go. Arm up, torso up. Okay. Let's go ahead and switch our legs just because. And we're going to do a thoracic rotation. This is for the upper back. So we start with our left hand on our right knee. Our right arm is going to be behind us. We're on our fingertips. This is our support. And then you rotate your shoulders to the short end of the mat. Make sure your back is straight. And I need to remind myself, keep your chin level with the floor. Don't look down, don't look up, just look straight ahead. While you're here, you've got options. You can move your head from right to left, not up and down, right and left, or you can move your rib cage right and left. Or you can just enjoy the stretch, be aware of where you're feeling this. I feel it up and down my back, but I also feel it in my upper back. Come on around. And then we go to the other side. Right hand on left knee. Left arm is behind you on your fingertips. Rotate your shoulders just as far as is comfortable. There's no reason to strain. No strain, no pain. Remember your options. I really like this stretch. It's a good warm up. Back is straight. Chin is up. I'm reminding myself, come on around. Okay. And, okay, let's just switch our legs one more time. Now, for the third in this triplet, we're going to do a wrist stretch. So we're going to start with our right hand extended forward, palm facing the floor. And then move your hand so your fingertips are towards the ceiling. And your hand is directly across from your shoulder. Excuse me. We're going to take our other hand on our fingertips and gently, gently press back. This stretches your wrist, but we want to be gentle and just press, yeah, I had to set my timer. So gently press back just on your fingers. So you're pushing your wrist back and just hold it there. This is, this will help strengthen your wrist, but you need to be gentle. No reason to strain anything. So go ahead and release that. And now put your fingertips towards the floor. And again, this is very gentle. You want to be even more gentle this way. Take your other hand on the back of your hand and press towards you. We're stretching the wrist down. This is less mobile, so be very gentle with this. And if you press, you can feel the stretch in your wrist. But again, be very gentle with this one. And we'll just hold it there for a few seconds. Okay, go ahead and shake it out. We'll do the other one. So your hand is extended directly from your shoulder, fingers towards the ceiling. Take your other hand and just on your fingertips, pull it back gently. You'll feel a stretch in your wrist. I'm feeling it right at the bottom, plus at the top. So just be gentle. If you work on computers or you use your hands a lot, this is a good stretch. I'm not timing it. We're just doing this for a few seconds. And then the next one is your hand is down and your other hand is on the back of your hand. So your right hand's fingers are on the back of your left hand and you're pressing it towards you. And again, be gentle on this one. This is much less flexible than going up, but you can still feel that stretch. And shake that hand out. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do some neck stretches. So if you want, you can switch your legs again. You don't have to. I like to do it a lot, do that a lot. So we're going to start with ear to shoulder, right ear to right shoulder. So you're sitting up straight, just your right ear to your right shoulder. And after 20 seconds, we're going to move our head, which is why I keep looking at my watch. Okay. Now take your nose and rotate your head so your nose is facing the floor. Feel a different stretch in the side of your neck. We're going to hold that position for 20 seconds. Oh. And then nose forward and head up. Okay. And the other side, ear to shoulder. Make sure you're not leaning. You're sitting up straight. Your shoulders are back. Your back is straight. It's just your head that moved. Feel the stretch on the side of your neck. Now take your nose and rotate your head so your nose is facing the floor. You'll feel a different stretch on the side of your neck. Still sitting upright, not leaning. I have a tendency to lean. And nose forward, head up. Good. Now the next movement is we're just going to look to the right and then slowly to the left. And we're going to be doing that slowly for 40 seconds. So look to your right, sitting up straight, back straight, shoulders relaxed, and then slowly rotate your head to the left. Similar to what we did right after our static rest, only we're sitting up. And when you look, just look as far as you can comfortably. There's no reason to strain your neck. We're just slowly rotating it back and forth in a sitting up position. And that was 40 seconds. And now we're just going to look up and then look down for the same length of time and the same pace. So just your head is moving. You're looking up at the ceiling. You're slowly moving your head so you're looking down, keeping your back straight, shoulders relaxed, looking up, looking down. Down. And that's it. Okay. So you feel all warmed up? Let's just roll our shoulders a little bit, just because we can. And we've worked our neck. We've worked our back. Let's just do some shoulder rolls. One at a time if you choose, or both. Okay. Now we're going to come up to standing. I need to do some production work here, so bear with me for a minute. Got to move my plant earlier. Okay, so we're going to be standing against a wall. And we're going to start with the back bend at the wall. We're all familiar with this. We are standing with our back against a wall. And so we're a few inches away from a wall. This is going to be a 40-second hold. We come up with our arms, elbows as close to the head as is comfortable, and then our fingertips on the wall. And if you'll notice, my chest is extended, but my hips are back. So we're going to be holding this for 40 seconds. This is a bone building pose. So fingertips on the wall, elbows as close to your head as possible. If you have shoulder issues, they may be out, and that's fine. Do what's comfortable. But this is a very good bone building exercise. We're holding it for 40 seconds. This expands our chest and our shoulders, strengthens our upper back. Come on down. That was 40 seconds. Now we're going to do a spine twist. I want you to see where my feet are. Starting on the right. So right side to the wall, right foot forward, left foot back. Elbows at your waist, palms up. We'll rotate and put our palms on the wall and hold that for 40 seconds. So rotate, palms on the wall. Try to make your palms even. This is another bone builder for your back because we're holding it. Anytime we hold a pose like this, we're building strength in our bones. So make sure that your back is straight. And your head is level, chin level to the floor. There we go. Now the other side. So left foot forward, right foot back, elbows at your waist. Set that timer. Rotate, hands on the wall. Always try to make sure my hands are even. And we stay here and just think about what we're doing for our bone structure, strengthening it, making it strong. Five seconds. Okay, there we go. So we've done our back. Now we're going to work on our core. I know everybody loves core work. The first thing we're going to do is march at the wall. Now, a couple things you can do. You can put your hand on the wall for support if you want. If you want to make it harder, you can raise your arms up while you're marching or have them crossed over or whatever. I like to put my hand on the wall just so I don't lose my balance. We're going to do this for 1 minute. We're going to get our knees up when we march, and you can go at your own pace. You know, you can make it as slow or as fast as you choose, but 1 minute, you want to pace yourself. The idea is to get your knee as high as your hip on every step. So you may want to go slow at first. We're going to make this a full minute. There it is. And here we go. Now, the idea when you're doing this is to be able to carry on a conversation at the same time. You don't want to be out of breath. So that's why you want to do this at your own pace. And believe it or not, you're working your core and your legs. So I try to do something similar to this every day. Sometimes I'm faster than others. It depends on the day. But, you know, you get to the point where it feels good and you don't feel right unless you do it. That's how I feel about yoga in general. So we've only got about 10 seconds left. Again, I hope you're working at your own pace and not trying to keep up with me because I didn't go this fast at first. So there we go. That was 1 minute. Good job. Good job. So now we're going to go back to the mat. And I want to make sure that I've got, let me put my plant back. All righty. So we're going to be on our back, supine. Now we're going to do toe touches. So our legs are at tabletop. So we are in the same position we were in at the beginning of class with legs on a chair, only there's no chair. So what we're going to do is lower each leg and do toe touches. This is almost like a reverse sit-up. So we're doing this for 1 minute as well. Now, a couple of options. If you have trouble with this, you can have your feet on the floor and raise them instead of lowering them. That's not as hard. You can extend your leg instead of coming down with it. If you want to make this harder, and you don't have to, and your neck is good, you can put your hands behind your head and raise your head and shoulders when you're doing this. This makes it a little harder. So there's easier options and there's harder options. We're going to do this again for 1 minute, 1 full minute. So pace yourself. Do it. You can do it several different ways if you choose. If you find yourself getting tired, slow it down, do it a different way, do it an easier way. So here we go. So toe touches, first the right, then the left, up and down. I like this one because it's stable for your back. You're not moving your back, but you're still working your core. And again, go at your own pace. You don't need to keep up with me. You work yourself, your body. You know your body better than I do. So at your own pace. Okay, we got 10 seconds left. All right. That's it. Good job. That was a full minute. Very good. Good, good, good. Okay. The next one is I call this dead bug. Now, people do dead bug differently, I've noticed. When Terry does dead bug, this is what she likes to do. She likes to just go wild with legs and arms, and we do that for like a minute. That's her version. And you can do that if you want. This is a very good core exercise. If you just crazy arms, crazy legs, you can do that if you want. I personally like the one where your legs are at tabletop, your arms are extended, palm facing each other, and you do opposite. This also, you got to think about what you're doing. It's coordination. So do whatever you want to do, or you can just be in this position and hold it. This in itself is a core exercise. So again, we're going to be doing this for 1 minute. So do what works for you. Take it easy on yourself. And here we go. So you can do crazy legs, crazy arms. You can do just stationary, static. You can do the movement. You can do just the legs. You can do just the arms, whatever works for you. But this movement works your whole core. And again, I like this one because my back is supported and I know I'm just working my core. And I have to think about what I'm doing or I'm going to mess it up. I have one gal in my class that she's like, okay, right and left and right and left. And I'm like, you can just do one at a time. You can just do the legs if that's easier. And that's 1 minute. That went by fast. Wow. Okay. The third one in this triplet, you are going to need a block. You can use a thick book. It's called the supported bridge march. So we're going to lift up our hips and put this block right under our sacrum. So you're resting your hips right on it. So my waist is here. My sacrum is right there. And what we're going to do, and this is a supported bridge. It's a bridge position, but you're being supported by the brick. What we're going to do is just lift up one leg and put it down, and then lift up the other leg and put it down. And again, for 1 minute. So here we go. Again, at your own pace. The actual exercise in this is doing this without the brick, but I find that I get as much benefit doing this with the brick. If I move slowly, with purpose, I'm still working the core area. Keeping the same bend in your knee and just raising your leg. So it's like a slow march. And again, you're at your own pace. You go as fast or as slow as you choose. I recommend going not as fast as you can. You still want to keep a steady pace, but I could go a lot faster, but I get more benefit out of just being steady. And that minute went by really fast. Okay, lift up your hips, take the brick out, and relax. We can do some windshield wipers while we're here. Just back and forth. It feels kind of good without the brick. Okay. So we're going to come to our hands and knees at this point. So go ahead and take your time. Just roll over. If you have trouble with your wrists being on your hands, you can be on your forearms. That'll work too in what we're going to do. You can also fold over your mat and have your heel of your hand up a little higher. That works for some people. So we are on hands and knees. Our hands are directly below our shoulders. Our knees are about hip width apart. Our back is straight. So we're going to take our right leg and extend it with the toes curled under. And if you want, you can stay in this position. What we're going to do is we're going to raise the leg, heel towards the ceiling, and then bring it back down. We're going to do that for 40 seconds at your own pace. So extend the leg, toes are curled under, raise it up, bring it back down, raise it up, bring it back down. Or you don't have to raise it up. You can just extend it and leave it that way if you want. Or you can just extend it on the floor, whatever works for you. The movement actually will work your glutes more. If you are in this position and you hold it, that works your core more. So it's up to you, whatever you want to do. And that's 40 seconds. So bring that leg back. We're going to do the other leg. There we are. Extend the leg. Toes are curled. Raise it up. Bring it down. Raise it up. Just even with your back. Bring it down. Or you can hold it up if you choose. Or you can stay in this position if you choose. I personally like to move. So I like to raise it up and bring it back down. Raise it up. Bring it back down. And one more time. And that's it. That's it. Go ahead and get ready for Yoga Nidra. Make sure you're in a comfortable position. Make sure that you are either warm enough or cool enough, as the case may be. I'm going to lead you through a 61-point guided meditation. This works deeply on your nervous system to balance your energies and increase your mental harmony. You might want to put something over your eyes or roll up in a blanket if you choose. You want to be comfortable. Allow your awareness to float on the points that I mentioned without moving any part of your body. Begin with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Observe your abdomen as it rises and falls with the gentle flow of your breath. Now bring your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your neck, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, spiritual heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This concludes the 61-point guided meditation. Begin to wiggle and stretch. Stretch your legs out if they're bent. Stretch your arms above your head. Stretch one side, then the other, then both sides. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh, yeah. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. Oh, yeah. Now take your right knee and hold it to your chest. Thank you, knee, for all you do. Straighten that leg out. Take your left knee and hold that to your chest. Thank you, knee. I appreciate you. Straighten that leg out. Now pull both knees up to your chest and slowly rock back and forth, feeling that massage on your lower back, your back organs. Very relaxing to do that. Do it slowly. And when you're ready, roll towards the camera using your lower arm as support for your head. We're going to take our gratitude minute here. Take a minute, rest, give yourself credit for showing up today to do some moving and grooving.
Yeah.
Pat yourself on the back a little bit. Also, try to think of 3 things you're grateful for. It's always nice to start the day with a grateful heart. I'm grateful for you guys.
I didn't get what you said.
When you're ready, come on up to sitting. I'm going to remove my spotlight. I don't think I muted everybody, so.
Yeah, you did.
I did? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You did.
So go ahead and unmute yourself if you're muted. Hands at your heart. I want to thank you for joining me today. And I want to thank Via for introducing me to this wonderful world of yoga. Thank you so much. So let's end the class by saying namaste. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you,
Kathy.
Kathy.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful time in Switzerland.